Creating an identity and access management roadmap is an important, if not crucial, first step in any identity and access management implementation program. Too often, organizations look at identity management as a technical install, as if it were some silver bullet that could magically solve all your problems. That, however, is not the case. There are a lot of business applications for the user data, a lot of impact on upstream HR processes as well as downstream provisioning processes that impact the entire business. In fact, there are very few technology implementations that touch the end users in such a direct and profound way. So how do we mitigate this risk? Well, the solution to mitigating this risk is really to spend some upfront time doing analysis and building out a plan. The plan is called a roadmap, and this roadmap lays out all of the opportunities to build out your identity management infrastructure, prioritized against the business value they deliver and the technical complexity to implement any particular project. In going through the exercise of developing an identity and access management roadmap, it lays out the inherent gaps in the technology and the processes that need to be addressed upfront to deliver a fully functioning solution. So if there's a bottleneck in your onboarding process in HR, that bottleneck needs to be removed in order to have the data flow to identity management to deliver the value that you're expecting. If those discoveries are made late in the project, you'll wind up having to go back after you've started coding, redesign the solution, and re-implement your code and retest it, which is a huge amount of rework and costs a lot of money. A roadmap helps you avoid that by requiring a disciplined process to implement the solution that begins with an analysis of your current state, a definition of your desired future state, and the roadmap is the plan that takes you from where you are today to the endpoint that you want to be at the end of the project. It makes explicit what oftentimes is implicit in the implementation of an identity management solution. It lays bare the gaps in your technology, the gaps in your processes, and also forces you to have conversations with the business to identify ways to add value that maybe had not been considered previously. Once the roadmap is pulled together, it provides a nice visualization that gives you a portfolio view of the entire program. What are the projects? What are they dependent on? When do they come in the timeline? Understanding where a project comes in the timeline will help other stakeholders and application owners make their own plans. So if they're looking to deploy a new portal and you're not able to give them the user data they need until 12 months into your identity management solution, they can plan around that and invest in their own project implementation cycle in a way that dovetails nicely with your identity management solution. This is also a great way to get stakeholders bought into the process. Why are we doing identity management? You can answer the question, what's in it for me? And when a stakeholder sees that their project is actually on the roadmap, they not only feel heard, but they become a supporter of the program itself. Political risk is one of the things that can oftentimes derail an identity management solution because there's an unintended impact or consequence. We see this in particular with HR organizations, where an HR stakeholder suddenly feels that they're at risk because of either a data quality issue or a process issue that may get blamed on them, and they are then reluctant to support the program. Mitigating this risk is fairly straightforward by simply laying it out, having a conversation with those stakeholders, agreeing together on how to proceed and resolve the issue, and letting everyone not only save face, but align to the desired end state. Thank you.